A disaster relief center opened at the University of Maine at Farmington this morning to help people dealing with damage from the storm and flooding that happened in December. The center is being run by FEMA and will be open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 days a week until further notice. It's located at the UMF Roberts Learning Center in room 001. The center will be used by FEMA representatives to help people and provide them with the status, the applications, and general information on FEMA disaster assistance. The center was established after President Biden declared a major disaster for the state of Maine. FEMA signs will be posted leading to the building. No appointments are necessary.